Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And this afternoon, I want to come to y'all with a video talking about the racial tensions that was going on in the islands of St. Martin, around the time when Hurricane Irma actually happened. And I was actually reading the article, right? They were saying that racial tensions were actually happening on the island of St. Martin in particular, right? They were saying that, when it came down to the tourists and all that, a lot of the residents, they were actually trying to leave the island, but they were saying that, the people that were actually there being lifted up on the boats, but actually of course, the tourists, of course you got to take care of the tourists and all that, but they were saying that all of them were mainly whites. And they really felt as though when they were trying to get up on the boats that they really felt that it was only just like whites only, and I'm sorry, y'all cannot get up on this boat. And also too, excuse me, y'all, and also too, a lot of the residents, there's a lot of African people there from Asia, and there was also a lot of people there from Europe and all that, and they found it to be real crazy because when it came down to white people that was over there looting and taking food and all that, they said they said that the white people were over there, they were trying to survive, they were fighting for food, and they also were saying that when it came down to the black residents over there, they were saying that they was over there looting and stuff like that, and so what they seen up on the television, they were saying how they were using a lot of the racial things to make it seem like white people were the only ones looking for food, and they were the ones trying to survive. But when it came down to the black residents over there, they were calling them looters and thugs, and pretty much the same way how they treat us over here when it came down to us while dealing with the situation dealing with Hurricane Katrina, and also dealing with the situation Hurricane Harvey, and also with Hurricane Irma. So they were saying that the governor was over there he really understand how the people can be very frustrated, and he was saying that they trying to work things out, but but the people that's over there in St. Martin, they were saying that they were actually being left on the island to stay up in hotels and shelters, and all of the tourists who were mostly white, they literally was lifting them off up on the boats and taking them to safety and leaving some of them over there and over there in St. Martin, because a lot of those residents, they were trying to move away from that Category 5 storm, because it's already bad enough that Barbuda has actually been decimated. There's nothing that's there. So if you got the people that are there on the island, I believe it's around 80,000 of them that is on this particular island, they trying to get somewhere and trying to find safety, but you're going to take away all of these Caucasians. You're going to take away all of the Caucasians and all that, and quite a few of them were Americans, and you actually going to leave some of your people behind. Some of these women were mothers, but children. Some of them were mothers but children, and some of them were actually, like I said, fathers and mothers, and some of them were trying to leave the island to avoid this major storm. So if any time that, people going to be trying to leave the island, some people that live there, and some of these places are inhabitable, why would you leave some of them behind? But of course, they were saying that, they were mainly taking white people and not taking the black people from the islands. And it really goes to show you, man, the kind of psychology when it comes down to it, even when it comes to dealing with natural disasters. It really goes to show you that they still going to have that racial lines, because even while it was going on down in Houston and all that, they were saying that the black residents, quote unquote black residents down there during Hurricane Harvey, they were saying that white people were going past them, calling them niggas, and not even, not even trying to pick them up, and these people had to save themselves. So, so as it is, so as it is of what's going on down in St. Martin. And they saying a lot of the help is taking a very long time to help out the residents who were born and raised there. And also, they were just saying, how they saw up on the news, how they tried to portray them as being negative, and how they were portraying the white people as being positive. So it's so it's more of the same everywhere. The same thing that goes up here in the United States is the same thing that's going on down there in the Caribbean and all through South America. It's the same thing. And it's to me, I just found it to be really, really sad, because anytime you got people trying to fight their way out, but you're going to take care of the tourists. Like I said, I do understand you got to get I do understand you got to get the tourists off of the island because they're tourists. But if if you also got people that's trying to leave, why won't you try to get some of the residents on that island, to where a Category 5 storm is going to decimate a lot of the island? Why won't you try to help them out? But of course, by you dealing with the system that is deeply rooted into white inferiority that we call white supremacy, they're not going to help these people out. But you know, so I had to put together this video, man, and I definitely felt the need to have to put this out there. And I really felt the need that you really had to hear about this story. You know, this has to go viral. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel, and I always appreciate the love. And this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.